We're about to look at an entirely abandoned section of a mall. I'm at Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, and behind me is Triangle Town Center Commons, and it is about 90% empty. In other words, the occupancy level of all of these buildings behind me we're going to look at is almost zero. Now there's a couple little businesses, we're not going to bother them, but we're going to go explore. I want you to come with me. We're going to see what it looks like. Now this place was built in 2002. Well, it was built prior to 2002. I believe it opened around that time. And since then, it had a period of, I would say, pretty good business. And now we're going to look at it and we're going to see in that time frame, what's happened to this place. So over here is Triangle Town Center Mall. It's a Sunday. There are some people there, but nowhere near the amount of people that you would find right across town in Crabtree Valley Mall, where I just came from. So we're gonna do the walkthrough, and I'll let you just go with me, and we're just gonna look at some of the buildings, and we're gonna explore this place. So this used to be Champs. Sports bar. Obviously it's completely abandoned for a long time. Now if we go up here, we can see the Champs logo still on here. Still here and here. If we look in, that's empty. See if we can look in this window here. Yep. Completely empty. There was a time when that was popping on a weekend. Definitely wouldn't be empty today. So this strip goes all the way down here and we're gonna explore it. So this one, I don't actually remember what it was. I wanna say California Pizza Kitchen, but I'm not sure. If you're familiar with what this business was, let me know. As you can see, it's completely done. Some of the awning is just falling down there. And this would have been a pretty cool entrance, but completely done. Look inside. Wow. Crazy. See if we can get another angle. Wow. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool spot. And now it is just sitting in decay. You see, you would have been able to sit out here. Could have been served. I think that was a bar. So you could be outside. It's not the only place with an outdoor bar here. Let's see what side we want to go down. Let's go down this side. See if we can do this in one take, but if I have to split it up, we will. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. They're just letting it just hang there. So much potential in this area. Sports bar. Same thing over there. The awnings are just almost completely done. And they had these cool lamps. Well, this is a business, we're not going to bother them, but this is Twisted Fork. So that was a pretty interesting concept. Obviously they did a lot of work to make all this. And that sign's all faded. It's almost gone. See here. Hours of operation. They're not operating. Can't really see in this one because there's two windows. Camera doesn't work so good that way, but wow. There's the Twisted Fork. Man, this was a big one. And they also had this outdoor area as well. I don't know if we can see through. We can see through this window. I don't think we can. Nope, can't see through there. Let's see. There was a bar in there, and it's your outdoor area. And once again, you could see the outdoor seating for the bar was a common kind of thing, I guess, at that time. Everybody was into that. Kind of looks like a spaceship just crashed into the top of that building there. So the architecture was on point. I think that's pretty cool. And these big buildings, none of these were really alike. Looks like a sailboat or something. I don't know. So, let's see, let's go over here. These crazy lights. These are kind of cool. I mean, it just had a really interesting architecture. And this was water. I think it was running. It was like a creek or whatever, but it was just running water. I don't think they ever had fish in it, but... And I did spend some time at this mall when I was younger. I can't remember what this was at all. Interesting building though. You can see the rocks are all faded. It says it was a spa, but this could have been the third or fourth business that was here. The Spa by Mitchell's. Let me know if you've ever been to the Spa by Mitchell's. There's that big building over there. White Magnolia, that's new. I think they're turning this into like a event center or something where you could like have a dance or something like that. We're just out here in no man's land. I'm gonna tell you that back in the day there would have been families all out here. There really was. It was a period of time where kids would have been playing soccer over there, and there was just families and people everywhere. I don't remember if this is a splash pad or not. This might have been a splash pad, guys. Let me know if you remember that being a splash pad. I seem to think they covered it up if it was. I don't see any spouts. But the Farmer's Indian Restaurant. I know at one time that was a Moe's, and then it was something else, and then it was something else. There's nothing now. Maybe it's going to be the Farmer's Indian Restaurant. Guys, that would be cool if they're going to turn this into something. I always wanted to see these buildings be used, right? It's a huge waste. We're about halfway on our battery, so maybe we can make it through. This building right here has a lot of decay. A lot of decay. We're going to look at it in just a minute up close. I can't really remember what that was either. But let's look and see here. Oh, okay. All right. Barnes & Noble that way. Yep. California Pizza Kitchen. I think that was the second building, not Champs, but that one with the stairs in there. Charming Charlie. I don't know what the heck that is. Himalayan Frontiers was like one of those places where you get incense and stuff like that. Mall entrance. Men's Warehouse. I'm not sure if that's still here, but it was one of the last ones. Moe's, that was that one behind us. Mother's Touch. Orvis. Orvis is another one that is down here, and it's super good. Like, it's sad what's happened to that building. We're gonna look at that. Public restrooms. It's probably not a good idea out here. Twisted Fork. We saw that. And CASL. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a full name. Maybe that's something else. But we're gonna look at this building. Now this building here probably got it the worst. Of course, you got the outdoor seating there, but let's see, dude. Man, this wood is just, it's just messed up, man. It had some pretty cool windows. I like those little cubes. Cool little lamp post or lamps. That one's missing the bulb, or the casing for the bulb. And this was Ted's, I think. Ted's. Yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can see inside. Is it gonna let us see inside? Pretty good. See the bar there? It's really dusty. All those old bar stools. Let's see. But you can see just like all this decay. It's crazy. Look at that. Look at that, dude. That's nuts, man. And it's the same up there. I don't think it had an upstairs. Did Ted's have an upstairs? Let me know if you've been here. And I mean, it looks like it has an upstairs, right? It has that look. And it has windows up there, so maybe they did. But it's just in terrible shape, man. Let's see. I can't see through the glass there. Had some pretty cool looking tiles down there, it looks like. I never ate here. I never actually even, I don't think I ever stepped foot in this building here. But curves for women. I don't know if that's open or not. And maybe we'll go back and look at that building if we have a chance. So here's the the creek. It's just dried up. When the rivers run dry, that's it for society, right? Gotta move somewhere else. That's wild, dude. I hope you guys are enjoying walking around with me. I mean, this is crazy because, like, I did used to spend time at this mall, but I don't like, instead of just like living in the past or whatever, it's good sometimes to see things for what they are. And it's pretty interesting how things happen. There's another mall in Raleigh, and that mall is doing great. Crabtree Valley Mall. I was actually there earlier, and it's just super busy. You know, I didn't even want to walk around. Sometimes I go to the mall and walk around for exercise or whatever, but kind of like old people do. I guess I'm getting old. But this is Orvis. This was the Orvis building, and they had this pretty cool wood look, like a, I don't know, like a cabin or something supposed to look like, but it did not age well. I guess you gotta really take care of that stuff. The siding is just, you know, I don't know, it just doesn't look so good. And we can definitely look inside here. Let's see, this will let us look inside. It was a pretty open plan. And that tall, we'll look closer in another spot. They had that tall ceiling, but it wasn't 2-story. It was just, they just had it for looks, I guess. Make it feel like it was bigger. I don't know. But like the amount of work that went into these buildings, dude, is crazy. Look at this stone. It was like stone pillars, you know. Look at that. It was cool back in the day, I think. Is there a light in there? Yeah. Let's see. And all this like woodwork up here. And this like fish lamp. I don't remember if it was rusted back then, but it's definitely rusted now. Wow. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Well, not in, but we're gonna look and see. Orvis trading posts. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. We're gonna go look at that window too over there, because there's a stained glass window. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but that's wild, dude. See it through there. We'll look around there. We'll go walk around there. Orvis. Man. And none of the lights are working. And I mean, honestly, dude, I'm not sure people don't hang out here. You know, I don't know. God knows what people do out here. There's water here, but oddly enough, it's like got a red color to it. Well, it's the rocks. got this like red color to it. That's ominous. Man. Yeah. They said we're not maintaining this. We're not getting enough money to maintenance that. But it's sad. I feel like a lot of these buildings could be inhabited and used. I know there was an outlet guy, like a liquidator, that was using that building over there, or that spot over there, but not anymore, I don't think. And by the way, this was the Men's Warehouse. If you, I don't know if you can see it, but I guess that was the Men's Warehouse, but it's not anymore. Not anymore. Let's see what's left of the Men's Warehouse, if we can even see. It's dark in there. It's creepy, dude. Man, that's creepy, right? Man. It's all busted right there. Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Kenneth Cole, Tommy Hilfiger, Jones, New York. All those guys. I'm not gonna sit there and read all that, but you get the idea. Well, we're gonna walk around and look at this glass, and then we'll walk back. I'm at like 20-something%, 21% on the battery, so we're gonna be quick. Let's walk quick, and then we'll walk back, and then we'll see the other side. We'll kind of look at this from this side down, and then we'll look at the other side. Wrap it up, I guess. There's more to see though. So we'll try to get it before the battery dies. But yeah, this was a crazy, you guys even see that? The glare? This was a stained glass window. And it's like, it's damaged for sure. Somebody threw something. Yeah, it sucks. You can see it, it's a fish. It's probably not the right time of day for that. Man, look at that. What even happened here? I think a car ran into that, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. So yeah. All the way down, it's like that. The mall over at Crabtree is full, the parking lot. And it's completely full today. It's crazy. Like the parking, I think they're expanding the parking underneath where Sears used to be and stuff because of that. And it's wild that they have so much business and like nothing's over here. I was just inside this mall and there might have been like 100 people in there. It's not a lot. And so yeah, the business just, I'm not gonna get into the reasons why or whatever that it could be, but the business is just not what it could have been and not what it was. This was a popping area at one time, and it's just hard to believe. And I'm fascinated by the reality. Look at that. Just look at these. These are cool lights. I mean, this is cool. They had a lot of thought put into these buildings. But I'm fascinated by the reality that things can go so fast, right? And so just, you got to keep that in mind, and you obviously be ready to pivot in life because things happen, man, fast. Things happen fast. Yeah, I think they're actually going to use this for like some kind of white magnolia. I don't know who those people are, but I guess it's a dance floor. So that's cool. We're gonna look at the backside of Twisted Forks or whatever real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up. But yeah, there's just open. I mean, it's nice. The trees are good. The trees have grown up really nicely and they look cool. All this grass stuff is good. I don't know what that's called, but it looks legit. You know, the creek's dried up, and so, you know, it's just like, man, Wow, dude. You want me to go to more abandoned places or places like this? I'm not going into buildings that's illegal to go into. I'm not breaking and entering. I'm not gonna be doing that. So don't ask, but if you're interested in more stuff like this, I will find more locations for us to check it out. There's the Pontiac over there. What's up, car? And I wanted to show you. Oh, they took it down. It was like an awning that was just falling down over here. The birds chirping. But yeah, there was the Twisted Fork. Alright. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up there. Looks like I've got very little battery left, but we did walk through pretty good. I mean, look at the design on this. They thought this out. This was all like well done. I think it was a very optimistic time. And you know, this would have been before the 2008 housing crisis and all that stuff that went along with that. I didn't care about that because I was young at the time and I didn't care. I didn't have any assets or money. But it probably mattered to this. And then 2020 happened, and that was the nail in the coffin. I think Champs was open until about 2019, 2020. But that, you know, you can imagine with all the regulations and stuff, and then, you know, the governor saying you shouldn't go out and eat and all this different stuff. Like, it just kind of ended whatever was left of these establishments. I don't know that these were like all in business at that time, but it just put the nail in the coffin, man. So anyway, that was cool. I had fun, and hope you did. Let me know if you want to do more of these. I will try to get out and do more of this stuff. I'm having to kind of do it while I'm working, so I'm just taking a break to go for a walk. So I figured we would go here and see the awnings are just completely shot. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, they can, somebody, look, there's a for lease, or there's like a lease sign there. Hopefully somebody can put this stuff to use. Hopefully they've mitigated the mold or like done things to make sure that that doesn't become a huge problem, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that. You know, let me know what you think of this video. Hope you got something out of it. Hope it was enjoyable to you. One little look at Triangle Town Center over there. That place is not completely dead. They have some businesses moving in, but it doesn't look like a traditional mall anymore. The type of businesses are a little different. So, but hopefully they can pivot and use this area, and hopefully they can pivot and use this area for something in the future. But guys, the battery is about to die. We made it to the very end. As always, I'm stretching it as far as it can go. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you want, go ahead and like, subscribe, all those things. I do appreciate you guys watching. Couldn't do it without you, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.